At the moment, no one is under the microscope like Erika Kirk. His wife has not been given a whole lot of grace by the public, because in the eyes of many onlookers, there is something dark going down. And the more that people dig, the more they're not liking what they see at all.
Would Charlie have forgiven his killer?
He's in heaven.
Here we have the curious case of Erika Kirk. If you don't know, she lost her husband last year in September, and she has been the leader of Turning Point, and people has been saying Turning Point has been downhill since Charlie Kirk died. But let's go ahead and get straight into the video, see what's going on.
Grief is one of the most painful and confusing things that any of us can endure. When navigating it, the strange cocktail of emotions that it conjures up, ranging from loss to regret, sadness, and anger, can make us act out of character or struggle to regulate ourselves as we usually would. But we all know that it's an integral part of the human experience, and so we generally cut people a lot of slack when they're going through it. Although this isn't always the case if it doesn't register as genuine. And at the moment, no one is under the microscope like Erika Kirk. Just a few months ago, the world was collectively rocked by the news that her right-wing commentator husband, Charlie Kirk, was assassinated while speaking at a campus in Utah.
Breaking news out of Utah Valley University.
There's an emergency response there, flooded by law enforcement.
The conservative activist Charlie Kirk has died after being shot during an event.
And despite the fact that everything would suggest that she's suffering like never before, his wife has not been given a whole lot of grace by the public. Because in the eyes of many onlookers, there is something dark going down. And the more that people dig, the more they're not liking what they see at all, leading to way more scrutiny on a widow than you would ever expect.
Serve a just God, and I rest easy in knowing that He's sovereign, but He's just. And so let the Lord handle that.
Would Charlie have forgiven his killer?
He's in heaven.
And they bring this back up. What are we supposed to do? Relive that trauma all over again? No, at this point, it's what? The conspiracy collection. Get it before Christmas. Look, stop in the name of God.
Amen.
Because to some of his supporters, it really seems like her taking on the mantle of her slain.
A lot of people are saying like JD Vance and Erika Kirk got something going on. I don't know. I don't think they have something going on. I think Erika Kirk is just kind of like, she might be just one of them emotional ass women, like them super emotional, super attached type women. And I don't know. She's one of them type of people where like, if you and her was married and then the whole family coming over, she giving everybody a hug in the house. Like she seemed like one of those type of women that's like, just that's super affectionate.
Husband might destroy whatever legacy he'd hoped to leave. It's your boy Luesta, live from Lu Extras, and this is the curious case of Erika Kirk. As we know, Erika first truly emerged in the wake of his slaying that shocked the world. Alongside a video where she showed herself conversing with Charlie in his casket, Erika truly stepped into the spotlight when she addressed the world, declaring that his message would never die.
My name is Erika Kirk. Charlie Kirk is my husband. The evildoers responsible for my husband's assassination have no idea what they have done. They should all know this. If you thought that my husband's mission was powerful before, you have no idea. You have no idea what you just have unleashed across this entire country. When I got home last night, Gigi, our daughter, just ran into my arms. And I talked to her and she said, "Mommy, I missed you." I said, "I miss you too, baby." She goes, "Where's Daddy?" "What do you tell a 3-year-old? She's 3. I said, "Baby, Daddy loves you so much. Don't you worry. He's on a work trip with Jesus, so he can afford your blueberry budget."
What followed this was the glitzy, Trump-sponsored memorial service for her husband, during which she made a speech where she offered an olive branch to the killer.
That man, that young man, I forgive him. I forgive him because it was what Christ did and is what Charlie would do. The answer to hate is not hate. The answer we know from the gospel is love, and always love.
Before taking the stage, both Erika and her team probably envisioned this as an empowering moment, which showed her as an empathic woman who could rise above the terrible pain she'd endured. But ultimately, this isn't how audiences perceived it. Instead, the vast majority of people basically felt it was performative. After the public basically seemed eager to reject her, you would think that Erika may have retreated to the sidelines and focused on her family. Instead, she wound up taking the reins of Turning Point USA and doing her utmost to promote Charlie's posthumously released book. This led to a lot of interviews, but it was clear that this wasn't something that came natural to her. And with every quote or public appearance, the comments eviscerated her.
I feel like they were almost directed to me. And he's basically saying, stop. The world does not revolve around you. You need a moment to breathe. You need a moment to recalibrate. If you are so filled with busyness and the noise, the Lord cannot use you. So please rest, be with the Lord, be with your family, and just know that there is so much more out there than the little busyness that you find to be drowning in it sometimes.
By now, we know that the internet can be mean-spirited just for the sake of it. Just look at some of the memes that have emerged about her husband. But for Turning Point supporters, Erika's decision to become the face of the movement presented deeper problems.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, those memes. I be seeing Charlie Kirk memes on Instagram. I'm not gonna lie, they be cooking his ass. Oh my gosh, they be cooking Charlie Kirk. They be cooking his ass.
For starters, there were concerns that she wasn't quite the grieving widow people believed her to be.
But it's interesting, what I miss the most, what really just hits me hard is when I'm in the grocery store and I see his hot sauce, I want to buy it. Or it's the little things, you know, his clothes everywhere. Excuse me, but it's the little things. And I know that people who have experienced loss totally understand what I'm saying. It's the small things that just get you. It's the visual of, you know, Daddy coming home, and to the world he was Charlie Kirk, but to us he was my love of my life and my children's dad. I'm so sorry.
Before long, it got so bad that people were decoding her mannerisms to try and determine her true motives, while many of them simply longed for the time where she wasn't a public-facing figure.
Hey, this is not a grieving woman.
Well,
and we
how
had a
would that
grief
be?
counselor on here. We had a body language expert on here. Both of them said, the grief counselor said, this is not grief. You know, the everybody grieves differently thing. I know that. I have seen plenty of women grieve in my lifetime. I have seen that personally in my life.
All right. Look, man, I think that y'all give Erika Kirk too much hate. I honestly think people just be giving her way too much hate. Like, they love Charlie Kirk so much that they would love to see another man or another woman that's not really like a lover or something like that. Not like Charlie Kirk family, like his mom or his sister stepping in. Another woman, say like if Candace Owens took over Turning Point or something like that, people would be okay with it. But since it's his wife, they have a problem. They never had a problem too much with his wife while Charlie Kirk was alive. I never seen these comments. I never was a Charlie Kirk follower. Never, none like that. But these comments were never, you know, never too prominent like they is now. But because she's the face of Turning Point, and I think that's sort of where she messed up at, she's getting a lot of criticism. People want her to go and just chill out on the beach and stuff like that, but she's just like, oh, I got to keep this going for my husband, and she doing it in a respectful way. She's not doing it to where like she's embarrassing him. She's not having embarrassing clips too much. Like, she might not have something to say like on site, but it's because she's not a spotlight woman like how Charlie Kirk is, you know. Not like a spotlight person. She's not a debater and stuff like that. You don't see her really debating people and all that type of stuff. But it just, I don't know. I just think she get too much hate. Like even if your husband spouted hate and spouted lies, I still can give a little bit, you know, I can give a little bit of mercy or whatever, like whatever the similar word it might be to Erika Kirk, in my personal opinion. I just think that she get a little bit too much hate. But if you like this video right here, make sure you check out my last video. Elon Musk is no longer hiding his racism. It either be up here or here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'm out. Also, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you go check out my Twitch, and also watch my recent video, which will be right here. And make sure you hit the subscribe button right here. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.